If you think back to when you last received a huge piece of news, it always takes time to process. It takes your brain a while to make sense of what you've just heard. And receiving a very late life diagnosis of something like ADHD or autism, or eventually both, as well as any other condition, is no different. And yet, we still expect people to be able to process such huge information like it's easy. We expect that we'll get this information on a Friday and show up to work on a Monday and, hey, everything will be fine. But that just isn't the case. In fact, for many, it's so far removed from the case that they start to worry that they don't know themselves, let alone are able to explain who they feel like they are to anyone else. That's why I've designed this course. The Very Late Diagnosed course is about answering those questions in a safe space with a group of other people who are at a similar stage to you. Maybe not exactly the same stage, but still trying to figure out what all of this diagnosis stuff means to them. And in doing that, it gives people a chance to listen, to feel, to ask questions, and to understand that perhaps the things they feel are things that only they are struggling with, are actually things that more people find difficult. So if you are at the start of this journey, if you are at the beginning of answering questions about what this thing called a diagnosis means to you, why it feels so different than the way you probably thought it would, and if you just like some support once a week for 8 weeks to help you make sense of things and understand them, the Very Late Diagnosed course is for you. It's going to start tomorrow at 7:30 online, and it will run for the next 8 weeks. And I know it will help if it's helping you make sense of what a diagnosis means to you. I look forward to seeing you there.